Good evening. I'm excited to share some information with you tonight about education at Hop Brook School this year. On this first slide, you can see our new playscape that students are very excited that they received. Engagement at Hop Brook School looks a little different this year. We're trying to be creative and keep students engaged and excited about their learning. So in our distance learning classrooms, teachers are doing things like utilizing the chat box more and starting the independent written lesson with the teacher present, providing students with social emotional strategies. They may present a secret word in a lesson that the students find out what the word is at the end. They also even do lunch bunches with students. In person, some of our second grade classrooms are using pool noodles and learning routines for movement with those. In this picture, you see a student desk in a first grade classroom decorated like a Jeep. It's the child's birthday, so the teacher put lights and streamers on the student's divider. And then we have our traditional spirit and theme days like we've had in the past. To try and keep everyone feeling united and, doing all that we can to make sure people feel socially and emotionally well, we have done a number of things. We sent home mini carnations to our parents, and we also sent one to each of our staff members, just thanking them for all that they do um, with educating children during a pandemic. We also sent postcards to our distance learning parents, thanking them as well. We have, in the past, done a lot with donations for our families that need gifts or food, and we've continued that. We also participated in a number of food drives and a mask for everyone. Our leadership students created a video and posters. So we're trying to, provide those leadership opportunities for our students like we've had in the past. And we've had a lot of new staff at Hop Brook School. So we're trying to get to know them through different activities. We've had some contests for our faculty, such as bingo, pictures of people's refrigerators, and they had to try and guess who it belonged to, correct caller to the office, scavenger hunts. And then the one thing that we did school wide academically was One School, One Read. We read The World According to Humphrey. Our distance learning students and in person students participated, as well as all of our staff. So you see the wall here outside the office. We had a number of activities that went with the One School, One Read, and a contest where students won additional Humphrey books. And I'd like to just share what some of our distance learning students in a fourth grade classroom had to say about the One School, One Read.
Hi, Miss Mar. My favorite part of Humphrey's was when Humphrey helped Saya be more confident and speak up more.
It was funny, calm, hilarious, very funny, honestly.
My favorite part of the Humphrey book was where Miss Mac comes back.
What I like about the One School, One Read is that we can all read together. Thank you, Miss Mar, for reading some of the chapters of Humphrey with us. My favorite chapter was chapter 15. Aldo got married, and Miss Mac came back.
One of the teachers that Humphrey missed came back, and he was really happy. The class was happy, and there was a really good ending for a book.
My favorite part of Humphrey is when we found out that the cage doesn't actually lock. My favorite thing about Humphrey
is have something creative. He's like, unplug the TV just to have some silence.
My favorite part about the world according to Humphrey was when the principal led Humphrey into his cage using sunflower seeds.
My favorite part is about Humphrey is that they wear like Christmas trees and like Santa hats, and they also have the Thanksgiving dinners.
My favorite part about reading The World According to Humphrey was that all the teachers were reading it.
My favorite part about Humphrey is when Miss Matt came back and Humphrey got his presents.
I would like to read it again because it's just very interesting.
One of my favorite parts of the story was when the principal's like yelling at his kids because like I'm pretty sure I was like crying in Humphrey's cage. I would just like to say thank you to Mrs. Moore. One of my favorite parts is when Sarah sung in front of the entire class.
Humphrey is absolutely like this little boy right here.
Another thing that we're doing at Hop Brook School is individual student success plans. So the teachers create one for each student. And this is an example of one. So this is an example of a second grade student success plan for a student who was on grade level in the beginning of the year, and then when we tested him at the mid-year, he was above grade level. So even though he was on grade level, the teacher noticed that there were some areas for growth around fluency, expression, and phonics and isolation, and developed some strategies that they were going to use, decided what resource they would use, how many times a week they would meet with the student, and then progress monitor it. And we do this for each student for math and reading. Thank you very much for your time.